All right, you're back. Story time. Campfire story time. Take 2, I guess. I don't know what to call it. I didn't plan to do a double take of something, you know? Like, I was doing intros, and I was like, I'll do a campfire one. Maybe I'll do it again later on. But it did really well, so we're back. Luckily, I mean, there's train tracks. If you aren't aware of this, there are train tracks, literally like 30 feet that way. And a train just went by. So let's hope no trains for a minute, you know? Today's story is about the rock taser. First off, this is not the original rock taser. I found a rock that looked like a rock taser many years ago. And I found this guy today over by the train tracks. I was just mentioning the train. I made me wonder, where is that thing? But then I was like, I'm doing a story time. Let's make it about the rock taser. Because I have one. And I thought about maybe changing it to shock rock. I don't know. Rock taser, shock rock. I'm going to go with rock taser for this. Let me know if you think shock rock sounds cooler. Alright. So, our story begins. One day there was a rock taser and confetti! Lots of confetti. Confetti! Wind, you're killing me here. I should have thrown it that way, and then it would have come into the shot. Oh wow, I ripped this bag. Burn, baby, burn! It's gonna burn! Once upon a time, there was a court jester. Nobody knew it except him, but he found a rock. He thought it was a cool rock. Then he got into a fight, and he hit him with it at a weird angle, and it tased that person. And he dubbed the rock taser. So he was out doing his court gesturing thing in the courtyard when cutting this? No. When some cool cat rolled on up. The court jester and the cool cat were just chit-chatting, exchanging tricks and tips. He was pulling out they were pulling out their props and fun stuff. And the cool guy, I say cool cat, the cool cat finds this on the court jester, and he's like, what is this? And he's like, oh, it's just a cool rock. Puts it away. He's like, why do you have a cool rock? You don't have any other rocks, you just have that one cool rock. You're not a rock collector like the weird guy who lives by the stream and collects rocks. He's like, that I am not. But I saw this cool rock, and I thought it would be great. Be a cool prop. Then it's a good name for the character wearing this hat. The prince, who it's not obvious, ain't as cool as he thinks he is, rolls up and is like, I want that rock. Courtchester's like, that's my rock. He goes, I'm your prince, give me the rock. So he takes the rock, starts to hand it over, but the cool cat's the one holding the rock. So the cool cat's starting to hand it over. Jester grabs the rock, tases them both. When they come to, they both are aware of something special about this rock. So the court jester is officially on the run. Luckily, with the rock taser. First time I had this hat on, it worked. This time it's fighting. Stop fighting. Technically, the hair's the one fighting. So while he was on the run, he got into a fight. Oh gosh. Oh my god. I get to redeem myself with confetti, guys. And he met a rock and roll chicken. This is why I pack these with confetti. And he was partying. He was partying with that rock and roll chicken, man. It was like... And he was chilling. And they were none the wiser to why he was even on the run. All I knew, the rocket chicken knew is he had a cool rock. This court just had a cool rock, making them both cool rockers. Cool rocker. So they were out and about, partying. But then he questions, what up with the rock taser? What up with the rock? Why are you carrying a random rock around with you? And he's like, I don't really know. It's just a cool rock. I'm trying to just convince him that it's a cool rock. Meanwhile, the Rockstar Chicken is all cool with his cool glasses. Big money, money, money. I'm just kidding. No, these glasses go with this guy for sure. And he's out there wanting his special rock, and he got the army with him. He got the cool cat. The cool cat's his witness. He can even attest to the cool rock, the special rock, the rock with cool superpowers. He's like, I will have that rock sooner or later. So, him and the cool cat gather troops and they charge, because it's the prince. King's not going to deny the prince going after something for maybe they get some cool out of it, you know? Because I mean, if the rock is what the prince says it is, hey, maybe we can use it for stuff. So along the way, cool cat breaks off, runs into the rock chicken. While the rock chicken and the jester were, kind of split apart. The jester went on his way, hiding, running. Cool cat ran in to the cool rocker, the rock chicken. And the rock chicken was like, you seem cool. He's like, well, I'm a cool cat, so of course I'm cool. So they were partying. They were... What are the odds I would find so many with confetti? There's literally confetti everywhere. I'm about to show you. And they were just partying and partying. And out of freaking nowhere, the jester's back. Jester can't deny himself a good party. He shows up like, wow, what's up? They party. And they partied the night away. But little did they know that the prince was out looking for him. The prince is like, I ain't giving up. Where'd the cool cat go? Where'd my witness go? He's the only proof I got that this rock exists. He's the only other person who knows what it looks like. He's supposed to be leading my troops. Because I'm the prince, why would I lead the troops? First of all, the king sometimes leads the troops. But you see, as a prince, why would I lead? I I need to replace my father when he goes away. As a prince, I would of course seek the help of another to lead. And since I have a witness, guess what? That witness becomes my general, I guess. Don't know him too well, but I mean, he seems pretty chill. Maybe he'll make a decent general, so I appoint him as my general. But sometimes the general might not have been the right choice. So now, as prince, I must find my general. So anyway, the prince is off looking for his general. His general, a cool cat, partying with the enemy. Although technically, he was partying with the rocker chicken, didn't realize the enemy had appeared. But the enemy and him were friends first, so he doesn't think much of it. He's just partying, with Jester, cool cat, all that. Cool cat is partying with Jester and the rocker chicken. Then, like magic, or with the power of awesome princeliness, enters the prince, sees the enemy, screams, seize him, to his army. Army charges. General's like, what's going on? Then he realizes, he was hanging with the enemy. Looks to the prince, and the prince is annoyed because he saw him dancing near the enemy. The jester and the cool cat, completely unaware the other was there. They were both just, chilling with Chicken Rocker and all the other people at the party. So, why am I able to do that? That is wild. Ow. Come on. This hat does not... I wanted to adjust you a little and you adjusted a lot. Okay. So, the jester takes off. But, as the jester is running, he realizes he still got the rock chaser, man. He's like, why am I running? I got the ultimate weapon. But I also don't want to give up the ultimate weapon, and fighting would risk the ultimate weapon, hence why I'm running. But I should at least try to fight. He's only got about 40 troops. And he appointed the cool cat as the general. So maybe he can take him. I mean, he's a court jester. He knows how to fight, do goofy stuff. Like, he's, in great shape. Got to be in great shape to do the slap happy humor that gets the king all laughy, So he's in there. He rock tases one, dodges a couple hits, rock tases another. He rock tases a few and then dips to another area and then sets up another little ambush. Rock taser. But then they bring out the heavy artillery. They're firing arrows at him. He's like, rock taser ain't got distance, so I gotta roll. Well, he's back to running. Meanwhile, Prince is arguing with his general, the cool cat. And basically what went down with that argument is the prince isn't sure if he should believe him, but he says, whatever, whether I believe you or not, you're my general. Let's get this done. By that point, half of the dude's troops are at rock taser, the others are archering away and then trying to find the clown, court jester guy, even though he's multicolored and the woods are just green and brown. Very boring woods. Not a lot of popping of color in these woods. But again, they're still in the woods, so he's like, get like 50 feet away, there's some tree coverage. Maybe some greenery coverage. Anyway, the prince is still charging after him. But then they come to a river. That river is their border with another country. So all the soldiers are looking to him. the rock taser, soldiers have come to and have found him. They start to regroup just at the river edge, and it's obvious he got to the other side. Now, enemy troops are nowhere to be seen, but it's still enemy territory. They're all looking at him. Do we go? He sends one guy back to go report to the king that him and these troops are about to hop over the border, hunting this guy. Just real quick. We're gonna take one little try, go through the woods on the other side. Once they hit the field, they'll double back. But there's still time, so they're gonna take a shot. By the time the king learns this, they'll have already been back over the border, hopefully. So over the border, they're hunting, chasing. But Jester has come to the realization that he's in enemy territory, and he is, as a court jester, may be seen as an enemy combatant. So he's like being very careful, very cautious. He's hiding in this canal, going across the farmland, because there's a field, and then there's the castle. And there's a village over here. This castle is so close to this border, but it's so heavily guarded. There's watchtowers, everything. He's worried about being seen on the watchtowers. The prince and his forces come out of the woods, and they're determined. They see him, so they charge across the fields like idiots. The jester hops out of the water and books it. Enemy arrows are flying. Arrows versus arrows. It's crazy. It's madness. Battle horn goes off and more people start showing up. The prince calls it, says, fall back. The jester is running out of directions to go. There's people popping up. He hides in a ditch and just starts crawling through this ditch. They're all focused on the big numbers, except a couple noticed him. Capture him, because they got armor that's somehow, some way resistant. Somehow, some way it's resistant to the rock taser. So they capture him, take the rock because he's trying to hit him with it. March him to the king. King asks him, what's going on? You're over the crossing. Stop honking your horn! Are you good? Are you done? Because I know that the mic can pick that up. Okay, it's getting quieter again. I think I'm good. I think I'm good, and then a loud one hits. So he's brought to the attention, and they're like, he was hitting us with this rock, like it was supposed to be doing something else. King's like, let me see this rock. Takes the rock, sets it down. He goes, what's going on with them? Why are they chasing you? And so Jester says, F it, okay, here's the deal. I found this cool magical rock. It tases people. It shocks people. I should go with the shock rock. It shocks people, because in medieval times, of course, tasers weren't a thing then. Whoa, I can see straight into that log. That's cool. So he explains everything to them, and he just says, I surrender. He's like, King ponders. He's like, take him to some chambers, give him his rock back, promise me you won't use the rock. Actually, you know what? Keep the rock in a separate room, but do not use it. They took the rock. He trusts these, like 5 soldiers that are around him that learn the secret well enough that he's absolutely fine with them. Knowing and trust them to protect the rock. So then he invites him to dinner, the jester to dinner. After dinner, He meets with the court jester and decides, you're welcome to stay here. But I have one question. Where do your allegiances lie? And he said, hey man, I just like making jokes. I found a cool rock. I don't really have allegiances. It's like, promise not to overthrow me? Sure. Would you want to be a spy for me? It's like, not really, but I do have friends back there. Chicken Rocker group, they were pretty dope. But the king decides to let him live with them because he's like, I just killed my last court jester because he tried to murder me in my sleep. Promise not to use the rock taser on me in my sleep? We're good. And he decided to live there. It just... Prince went back to the king, the other king, you know, the original king. And they knew they couldn't take him. It wasn't worth the fight. So they did nothing. Prince was annoyed. Threatened the cool cat. Cool cat disappeared. Cool cat later was found by the jester and his new king, sneaking into the castle for food, and he was invited in. Now the jester and the cool cat were just living life with the new king. King that didn't care. Problem was, they were like pretty sure the other king would have been fine too, but he rock tasered the prince. Now the king's not super thrilled. Neither of them are welcome back currently. They're like, we'll give them some time, blow off some steam, or maybe just never go back. So they lived in this other kingdom. The end. Hope you enjoyed. I just kept going. I kept not seeing an end. I could have kept going. Had the prince come back and attack again, but I feel like this episode is plenty long. I can always do a part 2. I might do another one of these. Let me know if you're liking them. Tell me why. Tell me what you love about them. If you're still here, drop a comment saying what's up, what you thought was great about this story. Should I do more? Because I know I will. But should I do like every other episode is one of these? Because I love it. Problem is, I go through way more props. I got a fun one for you next week though. Or well, next episode. Although, I'm sitting on an episode because I still got to edit it, and it's a lot of editing. This one's so much more chill to edit. For the most part, yeah. Now I got to clean up some confetti because I just threw it everywhere. And of course, I literally just put these logs in. Is the fire while you're here? Because I got a really great shot. Even last time I did this, I was like, this is an amazing shot. Prop box here, fire there, me here, you know, studio as the backdrop. Phenomenal shot. So I hope you enjoyed. Peace. Love. And chillax by a fire sometime, man. I mean, it's find a nice day. Chillax by a fire.